Obviously, you haven't heard the pup bark. Welcome to Mornings on Main Street Clarksville. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks so much for joining us. I am particularly excited about today's show because I get to share with you two nonprofits that will be benefiting from the upcoming Best of Clarksville happening Thursday. If you haven't heard, Best of Clarksville is on Thursday. You can get your tickets now or at the gate when you get to the event Thursday evening. But do want to share with you four nonprofits in our area. The Clarksville, Montgomery County area will be receiving proceeds from Best of Clarksville. So I get to share with you what this money means to those nonprofits. So today we get to hear from the founder of ArtLink in Clarksville, Maria Haycraft. She shares with us where the money will go and how it's helping her to continue to give people an outlet for their creativity. I also get to share with you the story of F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation. The co-owner is sitting down with us to talk to us about the work that they do for cancer patients, their families, and their caregivers, and what they hope to do in the future. We'll also have our Sports Minute with Brady McAtamney. But first, let's hear from reporter Cheri Reeves and see what's making the wrap.
This is the wrap for the September 28th edition of Main Street Clarksville. The city of Clarksville and the government of Montgomery County came together last week to formally hand over its annual legislative wish list to state lawmakers. The 2023 legislative agenda was presented at a reception held at William O. Beach Civic Hall in Clarksville. On Friday, September 15th, the owners of a new Clarksville McDonald's located at 1265 Rossview Road hosted its groundbreaking ceremony in the lot next door to Quick Trip gas station. That's just off I-24's exit 8. A new Dunkin' Donuts and a new Whataburger will be opening soon in Sango, and a new Panda Express is coming to Riverside Drive. On Wednesday, September 20th, the Department of the Army announced the upcoming deployment of units from the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault. The division's 3rd Brigade Combat Team, Rakasans, will deploy approximately 3,400 soldiers from Fort Campbell, Kentucky to Eastern Europe. And earlier this week, Noah Coughlin traveled on foot through Clarksville and Montgomery County on a historic 4th run across the United States in a tribute to the United States military and its veterans. Coughlin, a Nashville resident, is scheduled to travel down Broadway in Nashville on Friday afternoon in his run for a revival tribute on his way to Miami, Florida. Be safe, Noah. And that's the wrap. I'm Cheri Reeves, Main Street, Clarksville.
As a busy mom juggling family, errands, and everything life throws at me, I try my best to be environmentally conscious. So of course, I buy flushable wipes thinking I'm doing the right thing. But it turns out flushable wipes aren't actually flushable. I found out the hard way when flushable wipes caused a clog and flooded my house with sewage. It ended up costing me thousands of dollars in damage and a big headache with the insurance company. It's safe to say our family will never flush a flushable wipe again, and instead put them where they belong, in the trash.
Dairy Berry's Heat and Air has been proudly serving the Middle Tennessee area for over 35 years. We have been voted Sumner County's best heat and air company for the past 8 years. For outstanding service, call Dairy Berry's at 615-452-8121.
When it comes to insurance, you want a name you can trust. Wendy Danielle Stack is here to help. With over 7 years of experience, Danielle and her team are here to assist you in finding the right coverage for all of your needs. From auto and home to life and business insurance, we have customized options for everyone. We'll work with you to create a personalized plan that protects everything in your life that matters most. Call today and see for yourself why Danielle Stack is the go-to insurance agent in Clarksville.
I'm Dr. Webb. I'm the owner and operator of Webb Aesthetic Plastic Surgery here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We offer services for both men and women, breast, body, and face for both.
I meet with patients who are ready to schedule surgery. We talk about their pre-op appointments, what to expect before surgery, what to expect during and after surgery.
We graduated medical school and nursing school the same day, and I had things that I believed in and stood by that I wasn't willing to compromise on. So when he came home, we had to discuss that we were on the same page with how we treated patients and staff. We want them to feel like they're part of our family.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. So excited to, of course, introduce you once more to Maria Haycraft. We've seen her many times before. She is the owner of ArtLink in Clarksville. First off, Maria, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
So a couple big things happening. First off, ArtLink is a recipient of funds coming in for Best of Clarksville. For those who are familiar with Best of Clarksville, you know how important the proceeds are from the event to go to local nonprofits. One of those being ArtLink this year. What does this mean to you?
Oh my gosh, it means the world to us, honestly. Like, everything that we're doing, it costs a lot of money to do. Mm-hmm. So in order for us to do that, we either have to ask people to sponsor, which I know we all know how tight money is, so that makes it even harder. And we don't want to have to ask the community like that. So having it come this way, I feel like it's just makes it more possible to serve even more in a bigger capacity.
If you haven't looked up ArtLink, I encourage you to go and Google ArtLink right now to see the work being done. For those that are not familiar, what is your business? What is the shop that really gives people an outlet for their artistic creativity?
So it is our studio. We have a studio downtown on Strawberry Alley, soon to be Franklin Street, actually. So in the studio, we've got a lot of free and low cost art projects that you can do. You can just come and just get creative. You could be around people that are creatives like yourself that you just want to cultivate a community with, and that's so important, just to have community. So that's one of the biggest things that we do there. And then there are all sorts of things, from art to music to writing, like all sorts of creative outlets that you could do within that space too.
Oh, and I love it. And you don't charge anyone when they come in, do you?
Well, we have our free art cart, and that's all the supplies. We call it our art cart supplies. So we keep that stocked with supplies, and there's all sorts of stuff on there. And then we have our trash crafts or eco art bins. That's all recycled materials. So that's another thing. If you're thinking of throwing stuff away, don't. Give it to us.
Make that donation to ArtLink. Something else. So we happen to be at the Emerald, which is also located in Clarksville. You guys are gearing up here now. Next week will be ArtLink's Artville Fest, kicking off on the 3rd.
October 3rd.
Can you believe it's here already? We were talking about this months ago.
I know. It's already here almost.
And this location will be the fashion show location on the 3rd. Is that correct?
Yes, and that's the opening night.
Okay.
So we're very excited. We're going to be giving away 3 scholarships that night to local talent. We are so pumped to be able to do that. Plus, we're going to be able to tell our mission and our story, so you guys can get a real life look at what we are doing.
And okay, so for those who are not tracking Artsville Fest coming up, give them a rundown of the week.
Okay, so it's a week-long art festival. Day 1 is our opening show at the Emerald. It's a fashion and art show. Day 2 is a virtual art experience, all online. You could go on our Patreon page, be a subscriber, and then you can...
Our good friend right behind us, Joe Padula, let me tell you, he is something else.
He's sneaky.
He is being sneaky.
So our virtual art experience is online, so if you don't want to be in big crowds, you can still get creative and do something virtually. Then the next night is Art Walk. Typically, it's the first Thursday every month, but we are enhancing that experience, and it falls on Art Walk or Artsville Week, so of course it's a part of it. Then we have an art gala. It is at Sanctuary on Main, Friday night. That is a visual art show. Come dressed up, get all old Hollywood style, and have some drinks, and vote for your favorite visual artists. And then Saturday is the full festival, where it's all of the fun things. You can chalk it up and get a chalk square. You can hang out with our 3-dimensional chalk artists that'll be creating live. We've got muralists that are going to be creating live too. There's 9 community art projects, all really unique things that you can do just by coming out. We have a kids zone. We have 3 stages with music and entertainment all day. I mean, it's just endless. So you don't want to miss it.
No, not at all. And for those people who would like to maybe read a little more about it, we can find that at your website.
Absolutely. artsvillefest.com.
Fantastic. Maria, always thank you so very much. Thank you for just sharing this with us, and just we look forward to the event.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up for you right after this commercial break.
Y'all, I'm serious right now. They have a dragon here. I saw it. But no, they don't. There's no such thing as dragons. I swear, I saw it. It had huge claws. Get out of here. It had eyes as big as the moon. Come on, I'll show you. Wait up. Do you hear that? We're almost there. Whoa! I told you so. That is a dragon.
At Old Hickory Credit Union, we're member-owned, not-for-profit, and eager to serve our Robertson County community. Since 1934, we have strived to provide our members with a safe, reliable place to take care of all their financial needs. From checking accounts to loans to mortgages, we're here to help. Credit unions have to constantly adapt to meet the needs of an ever-changing market. However, one constant will always remain, and that is the service we provide to our members. Stop by our Greenbrier branch today.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your past to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out, he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Football season is grilling season. The Big Green Egg is the perfect grill for everyone, from the backyard cook to the world's most acclaimed chefs. Stop at Tennessee Ace Hardware today and check out our large selection of Big Green Egg grills. It's the perfect grill for any grilling need.
As a busy mom juggling family, errands, and everything life throws at me, I try my best to be environmentally conscious. So of course, I buy flushable wipes thinking I'm doing the right thing. But it turns out flushable wipes aren't actually flushable. I found out the hard way when flushable wipes caused a clog and flooded my house with sewage. It ended up costing me thousands of dollars in damage and a big headache with the insurance company. It's safe to say our family will never flush a flushable wipe again, and instead put them where they belong, in the trash.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. I have such the pleasure of introducing you to a nonprofit that offers hope, respite, support services, and so much more to cancer patients out there, as well as their families and caregivers. We have co-founder of F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation, Simone Cuarino, with us. Simone, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
You are very welcome. So go ahead and kind of first tell us, how did this get started? Where did this idea come from to make sure those in our area have the support they need?
Okay. Well, actually, it was born out of a personal experience. I am a cancer survivor, cancer patient. So actually, my journey started when I was 25. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, real early age, very aggressive type of breast cancer. And so I had my battle with that at that time and had all the treatments and side effects and after effects. And so then I had my other breast removed 10 years later. And then in 2017, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So I had all the treatments at that point. And then in 2019, I was diagnosed with recurrent ovarian cancer. And so I had to go through all the treatments there again. And I'm currently on maintenance treatment for that because unfortunately there is not a cure for ovarian cancer. So going back to that, my oncologist told me that I had about 5 years to live in 2019. And I was a little down about that, naturally. And I'm a believer, but still, it was a little depressing. And so I was sitting at my dining room table and I was like, okay, Lord, I'm not going to let this get me down. I have got to do something to make something good out of this. And so I talked to my pastor, who's always been a great supporter of mine, through my spiritual journey, and then, through my cancer journey, even gave me understanding and all this. And so anyways, I said, you know what? I feel like I need to do something. My mom died of lung cancer in 2013, and his mother died of multiple myeloma in, I think, 2017. And so we decided that we're going to form a nonprofit that's going to bring some healing to cancer patients in the community. And my own experiences were a wide range of everything. And I said, I have something that I can give back. I have something that can strengthen somebody else. I have something that's going to uplift another person, give them hope. Because like I said, I am a breast cancer survivor. And so, I can talk to somebody and I can relate and I can, just help. That's what I wanted to do.
Wow. And that is how F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation was born.
Yes.
How important, again, you are a cancer survivor and what you've gone through. So, personally, how important is it to have support like this?
It's very important because this can be a really lonely journey. Even though you have family and maybe spouse and they really love you, but there is nobody that can truly relate like another cancer patient, cancer survivor. There are so many issues and side effects and like emotional roller coaster. So mostly what people see is you lose your hair and you scarring and you may lose your breasts and all that, but what they don't see is all the stuff that's going on the inside. And chemotherapy is wonderful because it does work, but all the many side effects, it's just we as cancer patients and survivor, we deal with that lifelong. Chemo brain, like I have like a bad case of it, for example. That's why I didn't remember your name earlier. But so there's just so many things, and you truly do need support, somebody that can relate, like I can't make the cancer go away for somebody, but I can say, girl, I know what you're going through. And, oftentimes I tell them, you don't have to be strong for me. For our family members, we still have to be strong because we don't want them to be sad, for us. So, I'm like, you can just vent, just tell me how it is. And just my relatability just helps people emotionally. And it's a great thing.
Something that you said really resonates with me. My mother passed in November of last year, November 14th, from lung cancer. And there was something that, again, other than the chemo brain, but she would always say, you don't understand. And it was just her fellow cancer patients that she would be like, they get it. And it's the emotional kind of turmoil that you're in of the what ifs and the unknowns. And as much as we try to help as caregivers and family, again, just something that we don't understand, like don't fully get.
Right.
So I just definitely, it is so wonderful that you guys have this. Don't go anywhere. We'll pick back up on our interview with the co-founder of F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation when we come back.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
As a busy mom juggling family, errands, and everything life throws at me, I try my best to be environmentally conscious. So of course, I buy flushable wipes thinking I'm doing the right thing. But it turns out flushable wipes aren't actually flushable. I found out the hard way. When flushable wipes caused a clog and flooded my house with sewage, it ended up costing me thousands of dollars in damage and a big headache with the insurance company. It's safe to say our family will never flush a flushable wipe again, and instead put them where they belong, in the trash.
Y'all, I'm serious right now. They have a dragon here. I saw it. But no, they don't. There's no such thing as dragons. I swear, I saw it. It had huge claws. Get out of here. It had eyes as big as the moon. Come on, I'll show you. Wait up. Do you hear that? We're almost there. Whoa! I told you so. That is a dragon.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. We pick up on our conversation with the co-founder of F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation, Simone Cuarino, this morning on the work that's being done by this foundation to help both cancer patients and their families, along with caregivers.
What all do you offer?
Okay, so one of the things that I found so helpful when I was going to my many treatments is some friends gave me some items like a really beautiful blanket that kept me warm because it's always cold in those rooms. And so I said, you know what, everybody needs to have a blanket like that. Mm-hmm. And so it's from Blankygram, or that's where we originally started. And it has like some supportive sayings, you know, hugs, love, whatever, encouragement, and it's really plush. And so in this bag, it's our chemo care bag. Okay. That we give to people at no cost that are going to treatments. And so it has that blanket, it has a neck pillow because it's really uncomfortable in those chairs. Then we have some fuzzy socks with the grippers. Okay. So when you have to go to the bathroom with your IV, you're not slipping and sliding. Then we have Jin chews in there to fight off the nausea. And then lemon drops to combat the metallic taste. Then we have adult coloring books for adults, and for children, of course, children color books. We have crossword puzzles. We have an ink pen. We have a journal too, because it's therapeutic to put down your thoughts. And so then we have some cure magazines in there because it becomes really important to read about new things. And we have lip balm, we have lotion,
a little bit of everything. Really.
Yeah, we do. And everybody that's got in the bag, they love it. And we try to match it with the color of the cancer, like ovarian cancer, teal, breast cancer obviously is pink. And so, yeah, we try to put something together, you know, that's nice to take with you. And sometimes we add bottles and stuff like that too, a sanitizer.
That's amazing. How many people have you worked with up until this point?
I would say close to 200.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And originally we were just going to do this for Montgomery County, but we have shipped them like through, I don't know, 18 of the United States. Yeah.
That's
people hear about it and they're like, wow, this is amazing. And I think there's just nobody that does this, you know, that sends a quality care bag out like that. But I wanted to do this because it really helped me. And I want people to feel like somebody cares, you're special, somebody knows what you're going through. And a lot of people have said, I can tell that this was put together by a fellow cancer patient.
The lemon drop, that candy, I mean, again, someone would have to go through that to understand, you know, what that particular item means and why it's needed.
Yes.
How can we connect with the F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation? How can we connect with you and help you do what you do? Or how can we just reach out maybe to use your services? Utilize
of course. Well, we have a website. It's F.A.I.T.H. Yeah.
Right back here.
Yes, we have a website. So you can go to the website and see all the services that we provide and just fill out the form. You know, give us a little bit of information, you know, about the story. And then we also have volunteer opportunities. So we do a lot of things. Like what we started this year is we planted a community garden for cancer people to benefit, because it's so important to eat healthy, right? But it's so expensive to get the organic stuff.
That's
and so,
the truth.
Yeah. And so we said we're going to start a garden. So we have volunteer opportunities for that, for example. We, you know, just anything, event planning, transportation, because we do it all. You know, it's not like, you know, we do that mainly, but if somebody needs a ride and they don't have anybody else, we'll take you. We also provide healthy meals through the Heimerdinger Foundation that's located in Nashville. So for certain cancer patients that, are really wanting to eat healthy and making a commitment, we sponsor that. Obviously that's all done through donations.
Speaking of donations, so at first I want to say, Simone, thank you so much for sharing all of this about F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation with us here at Mornings on Main Street.
Sure.
But speaking of donations, F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation is a recipient of some of the proceeds from this year's Best of Clarksville.
Yes.
What does that mean to you when did they reach out to you first, or did they just call you and say, hey, we want to have you as one of our recipients?
Well, actually, a friend of mine said, you guys should apply to be a beneficiary. Like on the day of the deadline, I was like, okay, I had not even thought about it or knew that was a possibility. I always thought it's just for business to be voted, best business. And so she sent me the link and I applied. And then just a few days later, we were chosen. So, wow, it's amazing. We're really overwhelmed. It's an honor. It's exciting. And just to be there in the exposure, because I think a lot of people still don't know about us. So this way, I'm thinking people will find out about us and they can therefore get the services because now they know who to reach out to locally.
Well, I'm so glad that you're one of the beneficiaries this year. Again, Best of Clarksville coming up on October 5th. So if you would like to go out, support the businesses that you love, the individuals that you love, but do know the proceeds will be going back to 4 nonprofits in the Clarksville, Montgomery County area, F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation being one of those. The other 3 will be highlighting in the days to come. So you have Art Link, you have Michaela's Mutts Motel, as well as Caleb Cares. We'll be highlighting all of those to let you know what it means that they are one of the recipients. So Simone Cuarino, thank you so much, co-founder of F.A.I.T.H Cancer Care Foundation. I appreciate your time.
Oh, thanks for having me again.
Anytime. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up after this.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Thomas Drugs, serving our community since the early 1900s. We're a full-service drugstore and soda fountain located in a building on Main Street that is on the National Register of Historic Places. We have a staff of pharmacists with over 70 years of experience, and we are committed to offering the best care and service to our community. We're now offering healthcare testing and treatment with positive results, a one-stop shop. Stop by our pharmacy today or visit our website at thomasdrugs.net.
Hi, I'm Brady McAtamney, sports editor at Main Street Clarksville, and this is a Sports Minute. Rossview kept up an undefeated streak where they have won 4 straight games, all by shutout, beating Kirkwood 31-0 last Friday night. That's their 4th straight shutout. That is an all-time record for the school. It's their most shutouts they've ever had this season, and a 4-game winning streak is the longest that they've had since 2020. Clarksville High also kept their undefeated streak going, winning their 6th straight game to start the season, beating Dixon County 38-10. West Creek got their 2nd win of the season, beating Northwest 34-8. But unfortunately, Montgomery Central, Northeast, and Clarksville Academy all lost to out-of-county opponents. On the soccer pitch, we had Northwest and West Creek play a classic game where they went into overtime, 3-3. Northwest got a win Northwest got a goal with 1 minute left and set the game into overtime. West Creek ended up winning that game to snatch the 2nd seed in that district. And that district tournament is going to be next week, along with the district tournament for District 13 3A soccer, as well as both volleyball districts. You can follow along on Twitter at Brady_MSP, of course, at MainStreetClarksville.com and Main Street.